What is up, folks at home? Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever found yourself asking this question when you're out fishing?
You guys wouldn't know where all the 4 and 5 pound bass are, would you? That's what we're looking for. You guys look like you know.
We find ourselves asking this question all the time. When we fish on northern natural lakes, there are always 3 different patterns that you can expect to catch fish doing depending on time of the year. Every lake has 3 different patterns on it every day, from fishing hundreds of hours on different lakes all around here all the time, spending a lot of time on the water. We found that three patterns are going to work anywhere you fish, any time of the year. All that changes is the baits. So let's dive into it. It's a good one. We'll see you out there. Alright guys, first up, pattern number 1 is going to be fishing deep weed edges. Now, there are 2 baits that we really find that shine when fishing deep weed edges. Number 1 is going to be the jerkbait. Now, the Shimano World Minnow, the Jackall Re-Range, the Megabass Vision 110, all fantastic baits, all baits that we've featured on the channel are going to get bit. The Shimano World Minnow has been doing work for us this summer. Sam has put it through its paces in a lot of different places. Bass, walleye, smallmouth love this bait. It has that nice flash boost technology in it. It is a great way to catch them. But deep weed edges are home to bass who are ambushing prey, right? So if you're looking on any lake, a great starting spot is that 8 to 12 to 14 foot edge where those weeds are coming up. And literally, if you throw a jerkbait along those weed edges, you're going to catch fish. Now, the question that was asked, where are those 4 and 5 pounders? If you're fishing the deep weed edge with a jerkbait and you're catching a lot of smaller fish, you're probably not around the bigger ones. You're going to need to make a change and figure it out. In our experience, bass tend to school with other fish that are of like size. So if you're catching a lot of smaller bass, a lot of mixed bag species stuff, you're probably not around the bigger fish that you are looking for. Here, Sam was catching a bunch of smaller bass and walleye, and we didn't start to catch bigger fish until we changed up our bait technique. So inside of this first pattern, there is those active fish that are gonna bite the jerkbait, and if they're gonna bite it, then they're gonna bite it. The next thing that we really want to focus on is slowing down and hitting these choice spots in the weed edge. Bait that I love throwing, the Bubba Shot or the Drop Shot. And a lot of times on the deep weed edge, you're going to catch your bigger fish doing this. But if you're fishing with a partner, it's good. One guy throws the jerkbait, sees if he can catch active fish. Another guy cleans up with the Bubba Shot or the Drop Shot. Now, you can fish a ton of different baits on the deep weed edge. All I'm saying is, confidence bait, I'm throwing that Bubba Shot. So here I started getting better bites, and we learned that the fish were down in the weeds, not wanting to come up and get those baits that we were throwing quick over the top of them. It's just kind of a process of elimination. Now, weather has a lot to do with it too. On bright sunny days, you're going to have to get down deeper in the weeds. On cloudy overcast days, your jerkbait bite is probably going to be better. It's just a process of elimination on the deep weed edge. Caden has hundreds of hours logged on a jerkbait on video. You're catching fish doing that. Sam, hundreds of hours logged on video, jerkbait fishing, catching fish. You're going to catch them. Me, I love throwing that Bubba Shot. I love getting into those weeds and really figuring out where the sweet spots are, where those fish are. Great pattern though, deep weed edge. Really can focus on getting bit there and doing a great job of presenting 2 different presentations that are doing different things and targeting the same fish. Then you just figure out which ones are working and which ones are getting your better bite versus the smaller fish or no fish at all.
Black lipstick on for you too. That's a nice one right there, folks.
All right, guys, so we come back to this main lake flat, still fishing a jerkbait, but this morning we were able to fish it pretty aggressively. Now we've had to slow down, really finesse it to make them bite it.
Yeah, nice weed.
Yeah, that's top quality right now.
Best thing I've ever heard about drop shot is it's like flipping underwater, and it makes sense. You get like an 8-foot effective radius every time. And you just like 8-foot lines.
Mm-hmm.
So So 4 foot on each side of your bait.
And just work it out of the cover. And
Yep. You get it in the cover, shake it around like that, and then the weed's right there. Shake it around. Yeah.
there you go.
Oh yeah. Nice fish.
Got the shoulders to him.
Another largie. He'll keep. There we go. Another largie. Let's go on a drop shot.
So as Sam and I cruised down this flat on the bank, we noticed that where there was scattered rock, there were smallmouth. And they tended to be hunting minnows and hunting different things. So Sam kept throwing the jerkbait, I started throwing the dark sleeper.
What is it?
Little brown fish.
Nice.
Nope, another largie.
Don't boat flip smallmouth, guys, it doesn't work out. But we were not finding those fish to want to eat, so we moved off that to a different flat to try to pick up some more active fish. Right now we needed sun for that bite to really work good.
Oh yeah. It's a good one. Easy fish, easy. That one will keep. Woo!
Finally. Had to slow down. Finally started making something happen.
She's got her black lipstick on for you too. That's a nice one right there, folks.
All right, guys. So we come back to this main lake flat, still fishing a jerkbait, but this morning we were able to fish it pretty aggressively. Now we've had to slow down, really finesse it, to make them bite it.
Yeah, nice weed.
Hey, that's top quality right now.
Best thing I've ever heard about drop shot is it's like flipping underwater, and it makes sense. You get like an 8 foot effective radius every time.
Mm-hmm.
And you just like 8 foot lines.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 foot on each side of your bait.
And just work it out of the cover. And
Yep. You get it in the cover, shake it around like that, and then the weed's right there. Shake it around. Yeah.
there you go.
Oh yeah. Nice fish.
Got the shoulders to him.
Another largie. He'll keep. There we go. Another largie. Let's go on a drop shot. So this overcast is really throwing them for a loop. We've really had to slow down, really find these grass patches offshore. They're not up shallow. The smallmouth aren't out deep right now. It's weird we're catching largemouth out here where you'd normally catch smallmouth, but I think the pressure has moved them out here, kind of the weather pattern. So let's keep catching them on Shep.
Yeah, you spent like a whole summer with it. No, it's fighting. Little one.
Right where that drop off is. No, it just was running at me.
There he is. Looks like he's got some shoulders on him.
He'll be real close. Could finish our limit right here. On the drop shot, weed bed. Once again, he will be real close.
The second pattern that exists on any northern natural lake is the shallow cover pattern. Now, when we're talking about shallow cover, we could be talking about docks, we could be talking about rocks, we could be talking about logs, different things like that. What you have when you have shallow cover patterns are literally fish that are relating to something up shallow. It could be bait, it could be structure, but there's, no matter what time of the year, there's always going to be a shallow pattern, and if you can identify what that is, then you can catch them. This tends to be my second pattern that I'm going to check for any day. First, I'm going to check out deep. Are the fish schooling? Are they out on the deep grass lines? If I can catch them out there, they're going to be more left alone, so that's where I'm going to go to. But sometimes they're not out there. Sometimes you got to move to your secondary pattern, which happens to be shallow cover for me. I'm going to go shallow cover where I can find rock. I'm going to shallow cover where I can find wood, shallow cover in docks. I kind of eliminate those different things right there. This is a pattern where I'm going to fish 2 baits, maybe 3. Depending on the water that I'm fishing. Top bait for shallow cover is going to be the Megabass Dark Sleeper. I've just caught so many fish on that bait that it's my true go-to. Second bait, Caden has proved time and again, and Sam has proved time and again, that the Senko is king in shallow cover fishing. You can catch them anywhere doing anything. The third thing that I'm going to consider up shallow is a drop shot or a cover shot. Short leadered, so it's up off the bottom, because northern grass lakes tend to have a lot of grass or moss on the bottom, and that drop shot can be a real asset.
E4 right there, baby. Let's go. On the drop shot. Woo! Oh yeah, that's a good one. Keep that rod tip up. Keep that rod tip up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bring it this way.
Choked it.
Well, there we go. Woo. Dang, gone. That is gone.
I said he choked it.
I think I know what we're doing the rest of the time. That is gone. Gone. How do you feel now? You feel
I feel
good?
a little better.
Absolutely
Get that line.
choked.
He might have ate it a second or two before I realized he was there.
Gosh. That is a chunk of a smallmouth right there, friends. Bump him. He's gonna go 16 and a half. Another nice smallie. There we go.
Nah, he's little. Just a little guy.
That brings us to the third pattern, and it is windy pockets. On every lake, if you can find the windy side on a grass lake, you're probably going to find the bite. This is what I turn to when I can't catch them anywhere else. I can't catch them shallow, I can't catch them deep. I'm going to find the first pocket off of the main lake, and if it's windy, I'm going to fish it. I'm going to slow down, I'm going to use a Ned rig, a worm, a drop shot, a dark sleeper, something that I have a lot of confidence in getting bit, but a windy pocket bite is key and can change your entire day. Here you see the wind blowing into a series of docks. I'm throwing the dark sleeper here under the docks, on the edges, everywhere, until I can kind of find where those fish are in the pocket. But the windy pocket bite is key on northern natural lakes and on southern impoundments too. When the wind blows, the fish move, the bait moves, and that equals fish catches.
Nice one. Boom. Number 2, dark sleeper. Under that dock. That's a keep right there. Nice one. Nice fish.
Guys, I just want to thank you for hanging out with us today. Remember, there's always 3 patterns that you can fish on a northern natural lake. You can hit the deep grass edges, you can hit the shallow cover in the boat docks, or you can fish those windy pockets to try to catch some. We really appreciate all of your support on the channel right now. The channel is growing. Give us a like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Let us know what you want to see in the future, guys. Head over to Omnia, hit all those links that we provide, help support the channel. We'll see you out there next time.